everybody, and welcome back
Bio command.
to Battletech. We will be going on to do the Benefactor mission. As you can see, I took injury. That actually was a thing. As I talked about off screen, talked about grinding off screen. I took a direct
I've got the
headshot
financial report.
and was out for 5 in-game months. While I did do some missions in the intervening time and got my pilot's better skills ratings and experience, as well as slightly upgrading our lance. Not a whole lot of good salvage out there. Uh, it was rough. It was definitely not what I wanted, but fortunately it was somebody who cannot die because, well, I can't die. Zinogre is immune to death, but being headshot is still pretty bad. So we will be undergoing this, and hopefully with our improved skills, these missions should be fairly easy. I didn't want to grind too hard, but I wanted to get them at least more than well qualified. Benefactor in orbit Bellerophon. Anna Marie Centrella. Mr. Oliveira, thank you for honoring my request to meet. I am Anna Marie Centrella. You've heard of my family, I'm sure. Lady Centrella, this is a surprise. I would expect a member of the Canopan royal family to even know who we are, let alone approach us in such a non-traditional manner. This is a non-traditional contract. I don't need Comstar asking questions. Besides, there's no reason to involve the Mercenary Review Board. I already know what I want to hire. I know that I want to hire you. Have I piqued your interest, Commander Yakuto? So, remember in the previous episodes when I mentioned the Magistracy of Canopus, this is the matriarchy royal family that runs it. My interest? Sure, but I need to hear details before I'm willing to commit to anything. Of course, Commander Yakuto, I'd expect nothing less. The job I have for you is relatively simple. I need you to recover something for me, and I need it done quietly. In exchange for your services, I will pay down interest on your rather sizable loans and buy you the breathing room you've been looking for. A fair deal, wouldn't you say? How do you know about... You know what? It doesn't matter. Just tell me what we're supposed to be recovering. This. Cichella's image is replaced on the screen by a grainy photograph of an enormous grounded dropship. The ramshackle structure looks like it's barnacles. Ramshackle structures cling to it like, okay. She's a derelict vessel, an argo, one of only two ever made. Over 200 years she's been lying in state on Axlis, a pirate moon at the heart of the frontier. I want her, and you're going to bring her to me. Yeah? And how exactly are we supposed to do that? I mean, that's a big ship, and she looks half cannibalized for bits. Look, you can see her ribs in the photo. I'm an I'm an ethnicist about money. Oh, wait, I'm an enthusiastic. Why did I read ethnicist? Enthusiastic about money as the next guy. But I'm a mech tech, not an aerospace engineer. I'll be damned if I can get that thing flying again. Relax, Mr. Vertanen. I have an engineering staff on hand to attend to the Argo. Their leader, Dr. Farah Murad, has built quite a reputation for herself in the frontier. You'll find the jump ship waiting for you on Allenway. It will carry you to the pirate moon where you'll clear a path to the crash site. Dr. Murad and her team will work on the derelict and you will protect them until the work is done. This should be all well within your capabilities, Commander Yakuto, unless I've come to the wrong company, of course. Pirates don't scare me. I fought the worst the Inner has to offer. Then I can see no reason why you shouldn't accept my offer. Do the job well enough, and there'll be more work waiting for you upon your return. Mr. Oliveira, you will never find you a better opportunity than this one I'm offering. Commander Yakuto, I can promise you that. She isn't wrong, Kenshi. We've been looking at a, we've been looking for a lifeline, and I think this is as close we're going to get. Okay, Lady Centrilla, you've got yourself some mercenaries. Very good. I'll forward my I'll forward your contract to Mr. Oliveira. The stories of your exploits in the DSP are well known to the Magistracy. I doubt that. You've built quite a reputation for yourself. Let's hope you live up to it. I have a weird feeling that's not the situation we find ourselves in. Okay, our first full skull mission.
Calculating course
Which
now,
is why I
Commander.
wanted to grind off screen for a little experience. This could get rough. And since it's Iron Man, assuming it doesn't brick, then I'd rather have my pilots come out of this alive. Oh, let's see. Banging noises draw you to the shared mech warrior barracks, where you find Medusa disassembling one of the leopard's internal walls. There are several panels neatly stacked beside him. He pauses and explains a few there's a dead space back here. I'm making room so he can stretch without hitting the bunks. As reasonable as that sounds, the banks are going to like you modifying their property. Fortunately, he's a technician, so he can make the changes easily reversible. You look over Medusa's work. This is a temporary change, yes? He blinks a quick nod. Yes, Commander. You say the word, then I can have this back the way it was in 90 minutes. 120 tops. Good as new. Alright, carry on. However, future will sign off before you start anything. Let's get clear. And morale is increased by 1, which is good for us. High morale allows us a little bit of leeway because we can drop the price we spend on monthly supplies if we're starting to get a little pinched on cash. Noom. The shoebox flies, the shoebox flies, the shoebox goes to Noom. Alright, here we are. Let's get on with it. It doesn't appear on any map, so this is not a system we can come back to. That was one hell of a rough ride. My stomach is doing somersaults. That's because this crazy bastard used a pirate point to get us here. If we suffered a misjump, our sour stomachs were the least of your concerns. The leopard could have gone irreparably mangled. Hell, we could have been irreparably mangled. The cautionary hollow vents they show us at the academy were the stuff of nightmares. Ugh. When exactly did you realize that the jump ship's crew was planning on doing? As we were on our approach to dock with the jump ship, it was way out of position to use any legitimate jump point. Putting two together, I could have guessed what they were going to do. The next time this happens, you tell me about it before we jump. I'd rather eat a bullet than go out the way my parents did. Yes, Commander, of course. Sorry. But we couldn't afford to turn down this job. I thought that, given the situation, ignorance was probably bliss. Let's talk about that later. Maybe, for now. What's done is done. We're here and there's money to be made. Let's focus on the task at hand. The Argo's crash site is smack dab in the middle of the pirate stronghold. The ship, the stronghold, and everything around it belongs to a self-styled bandit queen called Grim Sybil. Her gang is the closest thing that Axis has to a ruling council. Grim Sybil, and it's supposed to sound scary. It sounds more like the kind of name you'd choose out of a hat. What do their defenses look like? They're patchy at best. I don't think the Axis gets a lot of visitors. They have strong anti-air cover, but little in the way of ground-based defenses. I'm seeing a lot of vehicles, but battle mech activity looks light. Define light battle mech activity. What are we talking about exactly? I can't put exact numbers on it. All I have are surface scans to go from. From what data I do have, I'm expecting pirates to be able to field the full lines of light battle mechs, all of them in poor repair. They are mixed reports of something bigger, that'll be Grim Sybil's mech. I don't have any information on tonnage or armament, but given the shape that everything else is on Axios, I imagine they're being held together with chewing gums and baling wire. What else do we have on Grim Sybil? Before today, I've never heard of her. Yeah, I hadn't either. Centrala's intel says Grim Sybil's mostly stays put on Axis, but she's got at least a dozen pirate gangs operating under her banner, so she must have something going for her. Sybil's bio is very sparse. There isn't a lot of meat here. Just to note that she came up under Lady Paula Trevain, the pirate queen of the Tortuga Dominion. I'm guess that's impressive. Having personal connections to Lady Death and all. Lady Death, really? I swear these pirate names are killing me. What do you expect? They're pirates, not poets. Their only real job requirement is willing to kill for money. Yeah, I guess that's true. Fair enough. Is there anything else of interest of the file, Darius? Don't leave us in suspense. Well, it looks like Trevain and Sybil had falling out. They're not terribly surprising given the Pirate Queen's track record. Sybil managed to survive, somehow, good on her, and she's been living on Axlius ever since. The rest of the report's just a rap sheet, apparently. Our bandit queen has racked up an astonishing number of kills over the years, mostly against merchants and freighter crews, but kills all the same. She likes to get her hands dirty, and she knows her way around the battle mech, and that's all I've got. So the pirates have vehicles, turrets, and a few mechs. Got it. Keep going. The entire structure is surrounded by radar guard anti-aircraft guns. Your first task will be to take down the radar tower so that Sumi can approach the derelict. After you secure the crash site, she'll dock with the Argo and drop off the engineering team. And then they'll miraculously get a 200-year-old wreck flying again. Lady Cinderella has bet a massive stack of C-bills that they will. For what it's worth, I believe that her chief engineer can pull this off. I've never heard of Dr. Farah Murad before Lady Cinderella mentioned her, but I did some digging on after our meeting. She was telling the truth. The doc has quite a reputation, supposed to be some kind of frontier engineer wunderkind, and a genius at bringing dead ships back to life. We'll see. I won't expect much from really top-notch engineers this far side of the comp. Nah, I don't. That's good enough for me. I'm glad to hear it because it's gonna have to be. Now that we're here, we're kind of committed to seeing this job through. I'll leave you to it, Kenshi. Good hunting on the moon's surface. We'll keep your eyes on you from up here. Alright, so let's move me back onto the loot unit list. Yes, we've upgraded from having a Locust for a 5th mech to downgrading the Spider to the 5th mech and getting a Jenner. It's slightly larger and it has heavier weaponry. Not by much, but I mostly focus on giving it enough armor to survive this encounter. I haven't modified the others yet, but we'll hopefully not need to worry about that for much. The Succession Wars began in 2786 when fucking Karita of the fucking Combine declared himself First Lord of the Dead Star League. If your mech is at a high elevation, its targets will have a slightly higher chance to hit. Destroyed a radar station to bring down Grim Sybil's anti-aircraft guns. Proceed to the Argo crash site. Defend against Grim Sybil's pirates while Dr. Murad's team restores power to the derelict. A self-appointed bandit queen has taken possession of the Argo, a derelict dropship and relic of the Starleague era. We believe that it belongs to more suitable hands, namely ours. You will drop the on-axis, shut down the pirates' anti-aircraft capabilities, and hold out while our engineers bring the Argo back to life. 1.15 million C-bills, a salvage rate of 3/15. Okay, so I should probably mention that. You probably noticed in other missions, but basically, the first number is how many you get to pick, and then the second number is how many you will get
Command
total
interface initiated.
after that. The rest of it being assigned randomly. Yes, the turrets. I shouldn't have skipped that, but I'm sorry that I did. We want to get to these things quickly because... Oh yes, they actually modified this mission. The turret generator has been moved, which is good for us.
Copy that.
I want to keep the unit very close together because the enemy are making contact with the enemy real quick.
What do you need?
anyone else saying this? Wake up, you idiots! We've got company!
But they're driving giant battle mechs. We can't fight against.
Any more objections? Good. Get out there and fight!
Alright, took that one out real
Waiting
quick.
for orders. Bugging out. Sensors have something.
Waiting for orders. Sprinting.
Alright, we definitely need to get rid of that. Hopefully their vehicles aren't able to get close enough to scan us yet.
Commander.
Aha!
Got it.
Yes, exact damage. That's
I
exactly what I
copy.
want to see. Nice!
One less structure.
That's all of their turrets in this area completely wiped out. Which means we just have to deal with the damn vehicles. Bulldog, yeah. Whiff.
Ready for orders. Acknowledged.
I'll take out the Bulldog real quick.
Vehicle.
So, as you
What can I
manage
do
heat,
for
there
you?
are a few interesting notes about heat management. First of all, is the fact that different
Ready,
terrain will
set.
have different heat levels. Obviously, I kind of alluded to this when I mentioned a preference for polar regions, I think. But basically,
Got it.
despite how cold the moon it actually is the worst place to fight for heat.
Bye-bye.
The reason for this is that the heat sink you use is more accurately a heat pump. Without an atmosphere
Receiving
to help with
Move order
the
received.
action of getting rid of the heat,
All weapons.
it actually is
are
harder for your next heat sinks to work. Alright, that's 3 vehicles
Move
down
her
so
down.
far. Is there any others around here? Do I at least detect any others? No, I think there might be one more, but I'm not 100% sure.
Engaging target.
Okay, gotta bring these towers down.
Commander.
Let's just pepper it with
Firing
energy
on
weapons so
target.
we can save our ammo for the real fights that are bound to be here.
Waiting on you, Commander. Uh-huh. Roger that. Firing on target.
Alright, one down.
Brought it down, Commander.
Yes, Commander.
Yeah, the Generous
On
heat
my
is
way.
not. The General isn't even designed well for heat in its base form, let alone what I've given it.
Acknowledged.
Which really is actually less than it standardly has, but, you know. Why fret the small details? Jesus Christ.
Engaging target.
Waiting for orders. Locking on. Good to go. Uh-huh.
Crap, I can't.
Standing by.
It's just. Jesus Christ.
Attacking from position.
Yeah,
Target acquired.
there we go. Alright, you've done it, Commander. AA guns are down for now. Get to the crash site and secure the area.
On it.
Coordinates received. Don't need to tell me twice.
Heading out.
Fortunately, this
On
gives
my
our
way.
next time to cool off.
On my way.
On my way.
Which will be good because we're going to be hitting.
Confirm.
Heading out.
The Vindicator just outside, so
Got
it doesn't crack just yet.
Roger.
On my way.
Crash site is secure. Assuming you got a clear approach to the derelict. Look at the size of that thing. They've been sitting here building all these messes on top of it. What a waste of a good ship. 2 steps ahead of you, XO. Watch yourself, Commander. I'm coming in hot. Coming in on the far side, so I don't know what I have to watch for. God, look at this poor thing. The package is delivered, XO. I'm taking the Leopard to a safe distance before the pirates can get their guns running again. Roger that, Meyer. Dr. Murad, your team is clear to enter the derelict. I hear you, Mr. Alveria, making our way inside.
All right, people, you know what to do. Marines, clear the ship of pirates.
With pleasure, Dr. Murad.
Alright, so here is our main
Good to go.
fight.
Location
Let's
confirmed.
see what we got here. We got a Locust, and we got a Scorpion. You can see another unit, but I can't fire on it from here. Let's hit the Locust first.
All weapons fired.
Right, so trashed.
Targets taking a critical hit.
Now they're going to get a lot of movements because a lot of their mechs are light, so they're on initiative level 4. Yeah, that's why I wanted the Jenna to have a whole lot of armor.
Do they think they can hurt me?
Yeah, they do. The Locust is in bad shape. Hopefully we can take it out in the next move. Alright, let's see what I can do to that Jenner up there. Not a whole lot.
Engaging target.
Let's take off one of those evasion pips real quick.
No damage detected.
What's up, boss?
Alright, let's see what we got here. I think that gives us most of the type. We got a Commando, a 2D variant, a Jenner, the Locust, of course, the S variant, and a Galleon and a Scorpion. Well, hello. You're just in range. Actually, you know what?
Copy that.
Hit. Double hit. Ooh, the SRMs are being hit.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Of course, the Scorpion moves. Ow.
Reporting internal damage.
I hear ya. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Alright. Let's put the lid. Hopefully we can get
Uh-huh.
a kill. Oh, still standing. Oh! Just
When I shoot you,
shred
you'll
the
take it
left
and
side
like
right
it.
off, why don't you? He's hurt.
Yes, Commander. Heading out.
Boom! Down goes the locust. One
Target
down,
neutralized.
4 to go. Wait, did he just... He didn't even move.
Engaging target.
Oh.
Receiving you.
Let's just punch him. I know you don't generate a lot of heat, but he's a small man. 2 down. I just gotta deal with those tanks
One
and the
left
generator.
target.
Well, for now.
Good to go. You betcha. You get a headshot, and you get a headshot.
One of my favorite lines from her. She's actually said that and then gotten headshots, so it was really fitting.
Smoked them.
Dr. Murad, the pirates have Alpha Squad pinned down in the Argo's main hallway. Bravo Squad is holding the door to engineering, but you better hurry up.
Sergeant? Talk to me.
Let's take out the tank. Which will give us a good cooldown.
Reporting.
Standing by. On the move.
Dennis is just be okay sitting up there and dying, so
On it.
nice. 5 down.
Hope we can salvage that.
Dr. Murad, what's happening in there? Come in, Doctor.
A little busy. The pirates are dead. But so are half of my engineers. It's an unholy mess in here. Bodies everywhere.
Can you get the ship flying again? I need an update.
Look, do you want me to talk or do you want me to fix the damn ship? You do your job, I'll do mine.
I like Farrah
Coordinates received.
taking that shit. You want her to do what she was here to do? Hello, I've been expecting you. You think you're gonna steal my ship, you miserable little scrub? Nobody steals from Grib Civil. I'm gonna carve you up like a roasted pig. That's a big mech. Not really, it's only 60 tons. Yeah, but it's in terrible condition. Concentrate your fire, you should be able to take it.
Receiving you.
Indeed, that shall be the case. Especially with high resolve, meaning I can do this a lot.
Here it comes. Losing lots of armor.
Alright, let's give you a full salvo to the face.
Orders. Location confirmed.
Do I have enough for a third shot? Yes. Fuck it.
Copy that. I hear ya.
mine! You can't...
Should have run
Record
when
her
you
on
had
the first
chance.
turn. Probably not gonna get enough
Commander.
salvage though.
On my way.
You know what? I have enough to do this, so let's just lower your initiative so you don't get a chance to move at all this turn. Because fuck your face, I hate you. Ooh, overheating. Ooh, good hits, good hits.
Enemy mech. Critical
Yes,
damage
Commander.
detected.
Got it. Firing.
Left arm gone.
Waiting for
Critical
orders.
component, mind you.
You betcha.
That's more critical.
And there's more where that came from.
Who's he going? Going for a melee strike on me himself. Oh!
Warning. Detecting mech warrior injury. Warning. Weapon
You just
system
broke my
destroyed.
battle
Ready for orders.
You motherfucker.
Target's taking a critical hit.
Oh, he's still going. Credit where it's due. This guy's got guts.
Warning. Armor breached. Internal damage.
Good to go.
Well, if you want to do it this
Position
day.
confirmed. Take it.
Oh, that might be a knockout move. Because that's
Inflicted
two
some heavy
side
damage.
torso injuries and a fall. Yep, pilot incapacitated. That's it. And that's
Copy that.
done and done.
Affirmative.
Let's get on board. It's done. I can't believe it. It really worked. The engines are online. I have thrust control. Go now. Celebrate later. Roger that. Hang on, Commander. For the first time in 2 centuries, this beast is gonna fly.
Mission successful.
$1.1 million? Ouch. I'm gonna have to hope I have an AC2 or something. The Janet took a beating too, but nothing was really critically lost. 20 days for an injury. Damn. Let's see. We got one piece of quick draw. That's not a whole lot. Ooh, we got the entire... You know what? Nothing else. That's a good bit of salvage. Laser, small lasers. I'll take an entire mech over just part of a heavy. Especially part of a small heavy. There she goes, breaking off the boom, ripping to the surface right up. There's our leopard following in behind her. Of course, now we got the dock with the jump ship. Huh? That's right, folks. 3 years later. In exile, high orbit Alloway. You've done excellent work, Commander Yakuto, and you've earned yourself an opportunity to do more. Meet your real client. I don't believe she needs an introduction. I'm happy to see you again, Zenogre, or should I say Commander. You've done well for yourself. The old man will be pleased. It must have come some shock to you, seeing us here on Alloway. Seeing us at all. I apologize for that, but I had to be sure that you were the mech warrior I remember before I reached out to you. And now the Argo is on its way to Lyreton for repairs. I know you are everything I remember and more. I can't believe you're standing here. The entire Reach is convinced you were dead. She was dead. Lord Madeira, too. I'm sorry, Lady Yolanda, but the news feeds ran footage of your dropship getting blown out of the sky on loop for months. That wasn't her dropship. The broadcast of her death was directed at propaganda. Well-crafted lies to keep the masses in line. And with that, Kamea, I'll leave you to your reunion. Best of luck with negotiations, and keep me apprised to whatever decision you come to. Lady Citrella was right about the propaganda, Zenogre. My uncle's directorate is run on lies, though in this case they nearly became true. The directorate's assassins pursued us into the frontier. In the months following the coup, we had more than our share of close calls. Eventually they gave up looking for us, and we've been living in exile ever since. So where have you two been hiding for the past 3 years? As far as the directorate's space, as we could get without leaving the frontier, a miserable little ball of rock called Zathras. It was a nasty, brutish planet full of internecine, I'm not sure what that word is, in bloody turmoil. There were power struggles and mad nobles, plagues, and zealots and holy wars. So you're saying it was the typical frontier world? More or less, living on Cormadir. I heard stories about the problems the many frontier systems face, but I was detached. I never saw how rough life outside of the Origan Coalition could get. My uncle's coup has changed everything, Zenogre, including me. You had Centella send us after the Argo. I'd like to know why. In part as a test of your abilities, to make sure that your performance on Cormadir wasn't a fluke. Our experience in the coup has taught us to be careful, Commander Yakuto. We couldn't just reach out to you on faith. But the Argo herself is important as well. She isn't just a ship, Zenogre. She's a symbol of reclamation and rebirth, and the return of better days. You'll see for yourself soon enough. She was a majestic vessel once, a true product of the Star League. Under Dr. Barad's care, she will be again. Okay, you made it off Cormadir and you found me. Let's talk why. I imagine you've already guessed. I intend to seek justice for my uncle's crimes. I intend to see my throne back, and I can't do it without you. We have resources, an army drawn from across the frontier. Perhaps more importantly, we have the patronage of Lady Centrella, and a tacit support of her government. That means money, a great deal of money. The magistracy is bankrolling you, huh? Unofficially, yes. Using Lady Centrella as an intermediary, the magistracy sees Kamea's claim to the throne as an asset worth paying for. They want to see the directorate dealt with, but it isn't in their interest to do it themselves. They'd prefer to keep it in their own hands clean. The rimward periphery is a powder keg, Zenogre. Tensions between the Concordant and the Fed Sons are high. My uncle's military posturing can be viewed as provocation by either side. If open conflict between superpowers were to erupt, it'd be difficult for anybody to remain neutral. The Majesty wants to avoid getting dragged into a major war. And your house and Trella's best hope for a clean solution. They feel your war trash, you remove the directorate from the board, the Majesty lets tensions between the Fed Sons and Concords simmer down on their own. Am I reading the situation correctly, Lady Arano? Correctly enough, Mr. Oliveira. But understand that this isn't just about diffusing a dangerous situation. For me, taking on the directorate is personal. Well, no doubt, given the goddamn scars on your face. Jeez, you really did get beat hard. Somebody came real close to killing you. My uncle betrayed the founding council. My uncle betrayed me. The founding council has been reduced to a handful of powerless figureheads. Our very identity has been cut away and discarded. House Espinosa is long overdue for a reckoning, and with your help, I will bring them one. Join with me, Sinoga, and we will not fail. Your cause is honorable, Lady Arano. If the price is right, I think we can do business together. The price, of course, Sinoga. Let us discuss your compensation. Pledge yourselves to me, and I will buy your company's debts. All of them. You'll be free to travel and see clients as you please, so long as you come to me when I call for you. And on the day that I reclaim my throne, your obligation to me will be forgiven, your debts wiped clean. And, of course, you will also be paid for every battle you fight in our behest, at a rate that will feel quite generous, given the clientele you're accustomed to. Thanks to House Citrella, we have money to burn, and the Directorate to burn with it. I don't think the thought of being some noble's pawn, but I don't like being on the hook to a bunch of loan sharks either. This sounds like a pretty good deal, boss, I'm just saying. Deal. Let's go make Mastiff proud. He would be, in truth. I feel as if he's smiling down on us even now. I'll take my leave of you now. I have an army to rally and preparations to make, but it won't be long before I contact you again. And when I do, I'll need you ready. Prepare yourself and your company, Zenogre. Our war is about to begin. Lady Arano has just bought up all our debts, Commander. That means no more bank restricting our jump actions. We can travel to more systems now, but we should still clear of the major states. We don't want to make it look like we're going to cut and run. Good news, Commander. Once Dark Maraud and her crew got that wrecked ship safely away, they found most of a Centurion in its cargo hold. It's not equipped for combat yet, but with a little love and attention, I think I could return it to service. Swing by the mech bay to check out in an order a refit.
That mech you asked for is cleared for fighting.
Centurion CN9A.
That mech is ready to fight,
And
Commander.
of course the Shadowhawk SND2H. And of course Battle Mech needs repairs. Don't really need two Shadowhawks, but that will sell for a nice sum of money. Alright, let's go to our bays and look at what we got. The Jenner just needs to be repaired. My Blackjack needs to be refit because weapons were trashed. Let's see here. Okay, so I do have another AC2. Do I want to go for the full stack? I think I might keep. There was a heatsink in there as well. Let's add that back and max out the armor for an extra ton of protection. After all, there we go.
Logged and noted. Shouldn't be too hard.
Centurion is one of the heavier class medium mechs. And so we will go into this. Now for some reason it does have a random medium laser still. So I will use having to build this thing up to fully explain how this screen works. First, every one of these body parts has these. They are hard points. These hard points determine what you can add to them. For obvious, you can put three different missile weapons in this and nothing else. You can't put anything here or anything here. You can put up to 2 energy weapons here and nothing else. Nothing in the legs. I don't think any leg has any hard points. This is a ballistics point, so autocannons, and this is a support point. This covers the small weapons, the machine gun, the flamer, and the small laser. Now, in this game, you actually don't get mech grade flamers, you only get vehicle flamers, which run on ammo. Both the machine gun and flamer run on ammo. I don't think you can do much about the flamer's ammo. But my favorite is small lasers. Not only are they small, but they don't require any limitations. You can also put a certain number of jump jets on most mechs. I don't think there are many mechs that can't mount jump jets. And of course, let's max out armor because protection. Now we just have to shave off a few things. Let's go with a small laser to round off the tonnage. And with that, we have 17 more tons to work with. Now, a Centurion is mostly known as a melee brawler. It normally runs a heavy autocannon 10, which is shorter range but hits harder. The smaller the number, the longer the range. The smaller, but the lower the damage. Let's put the ammo to the side, just so it's available to us. Now let's put a large laser in the chest and equip some heat sinks. It's not jump capable with all this, but it does have a nice mix. The large laser and the medium laser will do a lot of damage. I would normally favor 2 medium lasers, but I want at least some range in a pinch. The AC-5 will do a lot of damage close up, and of course, if it gets in melee range, the small laser will
I'll let you know when that's
trigger.
done.
Of course, now we have the problem of having to find some work with only 2 medium mechs. Let's see if I got enough experience off that to at least get my skills. Yes, okay. We'll go with multi-target. That's the one thing I was mostly going for while we were off screen, was just getting these guys up to at least having their
Waiting for orders.
skills.
Training confirmed, Commander.
So that way they can be used if needed.
Yes, Commander.
I prefer to keep them fairly even until we get close to... Well, just in general, I just like things even. Alright, let's get the Jenner fixed. And we'll take on the Canopus mission in system. My drop tonnage is still ranked at 1.5 versus 1, so I'm still good, and my pilots are in pretty good shape. So hopefully, after this mission, we'll just have to wait till the next one pops, which might take a while because I do want to get myself back into the swing of combat. And having been out for 140 days after being headshot by a goddamn hunchback, it's always a good time to shoot pirates, Commander. Ain't that the truth? I want to try to actually work with the pirates against local government forces on a few planets, get my reputation up, because that has its own benefits. Now the missions will start getting stronger and pay better. And of course, we can now start selling salvaged mechs as well.
Command
Because we're
interface
salvaging
initiated.
some mechs.
I copy.
Copy that.
Heading out.
Reporting. Enemy contact.
These are honestly the most annoying kind of missions in my opinion, short of one other type. But we'll get to that when we get to that. Locust 1M. Because the convoy's AI can be a little
Good to
ticky.
go.
The convoy is supposed to follow your mechs
Roger
around,
that.
but they have the problem of occasionally just not recognizing your
Inflicted
mechs
some
are in
heavy
position to
damage.
be followed and will sit still until you bring your mechs all the way back to them. It's
Commander. Ladder ready.
oh wow!
Enemy down.
The Medusa just
Good to go.
trashed.
I hear ya. Got it.
That Locust. Fortunately, there's only 2 light mechs here, so let's get a sensor lock on this Javelin to
Standing by.
make it easier to hit,
Aye, aye.
and then bring our Shadowhawk in, hit it.
Giving him everything I've got.
those things, but it is still hid. Oop, jumps. And hops. What the fuck am I saying?
Waiting for orders. Giving him everything I've got.
Ooh, good hit, good hit.
Ready for orders. On my way. All weapons fired.
Ooh, torso down. That's gonna hurt.
What's up, boss? Location confirmed. Targeting for an outpost.
Okay, both arms gone.
What can
You're
I do
just
for ya?
stripping this javelin.
You betcha.
Okay, both side torsos destroyed.
Yeah, critical hit.
Let's get
Unsteady.
this done.
I don't think that. I think that means he's not going to be able to jump. Oh, don't you start running away.
Receiving you. On
Come
my
back
way.
here, you. Where do you think you're going?
Acknowledge.
And that's mostly the mech. I think that only means like the head and one leg
That's a kill.
have been completely trashed. Okay, so the biggest thing about these maps is to know where you're going when you get to the convoy route. And that's usually a good spot, so we'll have to move our mechs into place.
Moving to position.
Moving out.
Got it.
Having your mechs in place before
Moving
you
out.
get the convoy is kind of a big deal. So we will have Decker.
Location confirmed.
Heading out.
Have the bigger mechs make sure they're
Acknowledged.
a little bit ahead.
Don't need to tell me twice.
Okay. There they are. Yep, they are APCs, armored personnel carriers. These things do not have a lot of weapons, if they have any at all. And they are slow as balls, so I'm gonna have to spam space. And they have to get to that spot right up there. So I have to get my mechs
Acknowledged.
going that direction.
Affirmative.
Copy that.
There is always at least why did I not get to move Medusa? That's weird. Move it! So the question becomes, where should I expect the enemy to spawn from?
On it.
Got it.
On my way.
Think about it. If I remember this map particularly,
Uh-huh.
anything come from over there, but even if not, I should be able to, okay, he's got there. Nope.
Good work, Commander. Hold this position until the package
Oh god,
is underway.
two of them are up there. And I don't see any others. Oh, I don't like it when only one of them sits in there because it's going to cause trouble. I need all of them in there. Okay, the Canopus Leopard is in. These guys. Damn it! Bullshit.
Standing by.
goes that bonus.
Moving out.
Standing
Okay.
by.
What was that exactly?
Looking out.
Oh. Okay, so there are a couple over there.
Yes, Commander. Moving out.
Alright, well.
Roger that.
Nice. Solid hit on the AC-5.
Waiting on you, Commander. On my way. Got it.
Just try to pound that poor thing down. Ooh! Not the good arm, but still a hit. Okay, move. Oh, that actually has weapons. Nice. Okay, shoot the spider. I don't care. And that's all of them. And that APC can't hit for shit.
Good job.
But that
Objective secure.
the objective is done. We lost the bonus for getting all of them, which sucks. But we can now bug out if we want to. Exit in combat. That's one of those weird glitches. Like, yeah, sure, you've done the objective, so there's nothing left to do, right? Nope, because the enemy is still alive.
What's
This
up, boss?
is all that's left of them. Alright,
Targeting for physical attack.
let's just hit you straight in the head.
Scored a critical hit.
Bad idea.
That shot got past my armor.
Yes,
Yeah,
Commander.
you just don't have a whole lot of it.
On it. Firing. All weapons.
Oh, that's where the fourth one is. And I'm guessing it's another panther because of that.
Receiving you.
That's obnoxious. Let's just
Coordinates received.
finish you off.
Target neutralized. Good to go. Coordinates received. Got it.
Yeah, if I take all these guys out, I should be able to just end the
I feel
mission there.
bad about shooting the little guys.
They're pirates, Glitch. You don't feel bad for them, you just shoot them.
My armor's getting stripped off. Yes, Commander.
Let's just
Copy
rush
that.
this real quick. Strikers are annoying. Not the worst vehicle in the game. The worst vehicle in the game is so
One for the
scary.
scrappy.
Oh look, Look, I was right.
Minor damage, Commander. Nothing to see.
Waiting for orders. Double time. Let's go.
Commander. Waiting for orders. I read you, Commander. Moving out.
Okay, what are your chances to hit?
Tell me what to do.
Nice.
Waiting for orders. Roger that.
Alright, we got a lot of resolve. Why don't we just put some use to it?
Inflicted some heavy damage.
Standing by.
Move order received. This should be good. Badass.
Good to go. Got it.
Well, let's just make it easier.
I've got a sensor lock.
Roger.
And this should be it.
Acknowledged.
Yep. Boom.
Hope we can salvage that.
Mission successful.
Alright, I guess we'll be doing some off-screen grinding just to improve our soldiers before the next story mission, and I'll pick back up when we get to that story mission. Other than that, I hope you have been enjoying. I've been Kenshi, and this has been me shooting things in the face.